Hey, this is Andrew Jones. You watch On Deck with Tyler.
Hey guys, Mike Fullnever's here. You're watching On Deck with Tyler Redmond.
Hi, this is Phil Necro. You're watching On Deck with Tyler Redmond.
This is Walk the Banks. I'm on deck. Tyler Redmond.
Welcome into On Deck. I'm Tyler Redmond. As always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date with everything going on in Braves country. I do my best to keep you updated every day, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. But we need to talk about the past two games, the Braves versus the Phillies. And the Braves are actually playing Game 3 right now. As you can tell, I'm not in my typical set that I'm always in. I'm actually out of town getting some off-season content for you guys. So just want to let you know that before we get into Game 1 and Game 2. Game 3 will be released at some point tomorrow. I'll let you know as quick as I can. Obviously, things are a little bit different right now with my schedule. But let's talk about Game 1. The highly anticipated debut of Cristian Pache. It was Max Fried versus Aaron Nola as well. And this game was really, really interesting. If you're a Braves fan, the most comfortable you can be is with Max Fried on the mound. With that said, there was some worry when he gave up his first inning run. But keep in mind, that was scored with runners on first and third. And to be fair here, both of those runners were on because of ground balls that just got past Johan's glove at second. All in all, Fried looked fine. He pitched 5 solid innings, only giving up that 1 run. He limited walks to 2 and struck out 5. He did pick up the win to make him 4-0, and he currently leads the National League Cy Young predictor on ESPN.com. He is well ahead of Yu Darvish in that race. So hopefully his success continues, and he has just really carried the weight of the Braves perfectly on his shoulders. Hopefully that will continue as well. We certainly need him to do that. But as good as he was not the story last night. The story had to be the offense. The offense put up 11 runs to obviously take the W. So let's go through that. Everything was quiet until the 3rd inning. That's where d'Arnaud and Ozuna went back-to-back. They would drive in 3 runs, 3-1 Braves. And the Braves weren't done in the 3rd with 2 outs and a runner on first. Camargo doubled to add another run. Inciarte would then walk, and that would be Aaron Nola's final batter in his shortest ever appearance with the Phillies. And wow, only 2 2/3 innings for the Phillies ace. 4-1 Braves to end the 3rd. Moving on to the 5th inning, Camargo hits another double to right, scoring Duvall and moving Riley to 3rd. 5-1 Braves. Inciarte would hit a sac fly to left. Riley would score on the play. 6-1 Braves. Pache would strike out looking for the 2nd out, but Swanson would hit a ground ball to 3rd, and Bohm would have a throwing error, which allowed Camargo to score, and Dansby moved to 2nd on the error. 7-1 Braves. That would cause the Phillies to go get yet another pitcher. This time it would be Irvin. He would start his day by walking Freddie Freeman, but d'Arnaud would single to center field. That scored Swanson, and then Freeman would also move to 3rd. 8-1 Braves, and then Marcell Ozuna would hit a homer. This one longer than the last, 438 feet. That would drive in 3 runs, 11-1 Braves. At least it wasn't a grand slam. The Phillies would score another run in the 7th inning, but the game was already won. The final score was 11-2. That was a big night for the Braves. Gave them a win, obviously, especially against the division rival in the Phillies. But it was also the debut of Cristian Pache, a highly touted prospect. He was 1-4 on the day, but he did pick up his first MLB hit. It was a single to right field in the 6th inning, but more than that, he got a chance to get out all that nervousness, all of those butterflies, all the while getting the win for Atlanta. The players that really shined here, though, at the plate were Marcell Ozuna and Travis d'Arnaud. Both were 3-5 on the day, and both had at least 1 homer. But the other thing, the bottom of the lineup looked really good, especially Riley and Camargo. They look like they're really heating up, and with the absence of Acuna and Albies, that's huge. So Fried would get the win, Nola would get the loss. Not a save situation. Great day for the Braves, great day for Cristian Pache, great day for the Braves all the way around. So what's interesting about this, here's a headline for you. The Phillies traded for Workman during the game against the Braves, during Game 1 against the Braves. They traded for Workman to help solidify their leaky bullpen, and he got his opportunity in Game 2, so let's find out how he did. Robbie Erlin would take the mound for Atlanta, though, to start this one off. And I thought that all in all, he did okay. He had 4 innings pitched. He only gave up 2 hits, 2 walks, and 2 runs. He also picked up 3 strikeouts. I thought he did all right. The game was more back and forth than Game 1, though. It would be the Phillies, specifically Bryce Harper, who struck first. He would hit a mammoth 470-foot homer to right center. That scored 2 to put the Phillies up 2-0 in the first inning. So after that first inning, both teams were quiet until the 5th when Real Muto drove in Hoskins to make the score 3-up, Phillies. And then in the top of the 7th, McCutchen would homer off of Grant Dayton to make the score 4-0 Phillies. It was looking like it was all Philadelphia, but as we know and we have come to learn, the Braves in the 7th inning and after are a completely different team. In the bottom of the 7th, Austin Riley got the offense fired up with his 4th homer of the year, a 426-foot drive to right center field. He did that with Duvall on base, so 4-2 Phillies. Shane Green kept Philadelphia quiet through the 8th inning, but Hector Neris could not do that versus Atlanta. Swanson would lead it off with a single. Freeman walked. Ozuna, man, he's swinging a hot bat right now. He drove in Dansby, 4-3 Phillies. And Neris would get Duvall to fly out, but that would be his final batter. Then the Phillies would go to their newest acquisition. Brandon Workman comes out of the pen, and his first batter was Matt Adams, who doubled to deep left, and that scored Freddie and Ozuna. And Adams would be safe in at third, and the Braves lead 5-4. So the Phillies would get a run on Melanson in the 9th. It was a sac fly by Harper. Nothing really to talk about here. 5-5 tie ball game. But the Braves, this is an interesting inning. Tyler Flowers led it off, and he had a single. He has been swinging a hot bat lately, so not really a surprise there. But the Braves did bring in Alex Jackson to run for Tyler, and Inciarte would come in, and he failed to get the bunt down on 2 rough attempts to get a bunt down. And it was clear to me that his heart really wasn't in bunting there. But you know what? I spoke with World Series champion Daryl Cheney today, and this is what he had to say about that incident.
Now this is advice coming from a guy who's had a lifetime .217 batting average. But it's pretty simple to me, especially in today's game when they put the shift on. And I'll use Ender Inciarte for an example. A guy can run, 200 hits a couple years ago, can steal bases. He has not attempted a drag bunt yet this year. So they call him to a sacrifice bunt last night. He couldn't do it. My thought would be, if the shift is on, choke up on the bat, just punch the ball the other way. I.e., Freddie Freeman can do it with anybody, with as good as anybody. But he's choked up on the bat all the time. These guys, if they want to make more contact, that's one of the ways to do it. Choke up on the bat a little bit, shorten your swing, and just punch it somewhere. You know, if you're striking out 15 times a game, Chip Carey says this quite often. If you're striking out 15 times a game, ladies and gentlemen, that is 5 innings of nobody on base, 5 innings of no contact. Now, you're getting an old guy on a soapbox, but, you know, it's game after game after game. Yeah. And it's team after team after team. It's not just the Braves. Everybody's striking out a lot, but everybody likes to hit the home run. So that's what I'd do. I mean, if I'm the hitting coach, I'm thinking, look, bunt. Brett Butler got, with the Braves, he got 30 hits a year bunting the ball. You know, 30, that's 30 for 30. Sure is. What if he struck out those 30 times? That's 0 for 30. And so it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple.
It's the little things that win championships, and the Braves really got to do those right. They got to tighten those up. It's unfortunate to me that Ender didn't get that bunt down, because it could have won the game for the Braves, and it really could have cost the game for the Braves. Swanson would follow that up with a single to left that, in my opinion, would have walked it off had Ender got that bunt down. But that's all right. It set the table for Mr. Consistency Adam Duvall, who drove in a single and the winning run. Braves win 6-5. The Braves would spoil Workman's Phillies debut as he took the loss, and the winning pitcher for the Braves was Mark Melanson, even though he blew the save. So things of note here. First off, Robbie Erlin is still giving really solid starts. Austin Riley got his 4th homer of the season. Hopefully he's heating up. It's looking like that's the case. And he and Camargo both. Dansby continues to rake, really looking good. The Braves are still looking good after the 7th inning. Don't quit on Snit is the mantra, and it looks like it's still happening. And of course, with Ender Inciarte, just got to button those things up, man. Just got to get consistent on the little things, you know, to win a championship. Hopefully that will happen. But that's all I got here at On Deck. I really appreciate you watching. Stay tuned this week. I'll have a lot of content for you. Been speaking with Chief Nakahoma. That's going to come out this off season, and of course, speaking with my buddy Daryl Cheney. So stay tuned for some of that this week, and of course, more content that we normally put out. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hey, hit the bell for notifications so that you know when everything drops this week and, of course, every other week after. Stay tuned for more Braves content right here at On Deck.